All right, what's up, Cam fam? It's Pretty Boy Dave T here with Anthony and Uriah and the lovely lady over there.
That's so much better than Gentleman 1 and 2.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to upgrade them, you know what I'm saying? And that's so we are going to be doing a creature creation. I'm sorry. We're going to do a creature creation station. We would normally be doing our Evermore with EverLore during this hour, but some of the guys couldn't make it. They had emergencies, or two of the fellas are at church camp, you know, so we couldn't get in the way of God, you know. So we're gonna let them do their thing. That's right. But we are doing creature creation station, so you guys will have some input on yet another creature of EverLore. Anthony, can you tell us what is EverLore?
So, EverLore is a new tabletop role-playing game characterized by its classless and level-less system known as the boundless system, where you can spend EP to invest in your character instead of gaining strength by virtue of being something like a paladin or a rogue. We take place in the setting of Mythandria, which is high fantasy, and most importantly, it's the game for you, Cam Fam. If you want to, you can check us out on ManChild LTD. Would you like to do the rest of our plugs? Because I'm great with those, but I think
okay, all right, that's all right. Yep, social media is at EverLoreGame. He was almost there. We all good. But EverLore, we promote diversity and customization. We're all about inclusion, because when you guys play EverLore, we want you to make any character that you want to be able to make. We do use a D12 system. We know everybody, you know, uses a D20, so we want it to be a little bit different. So there you go. We got that for you. But we are going to be doing a creature creation station. So I'm gonna give you guys some options here. We've already done this guy, so this is an option. We can talk about this little creature here. We can talk about this thing here.
I watched.
We watched
Origins.
Yeah, we made that at Origins. Yes. Right. Yes.
Dave, I think you know that.
Huh? And we got this one, big purple guy. What big purple guy? Oh. Oh yeah. Where was that?
Eliana didn't like that.
Where was the big purple guy?
If Eliana doesn't want it, we don't.
Big purple guy. He was somewhere.
SMH my head. No big purple guy?
Yeah, I got him here somewhere.
Why are you upset? Breaking my heart here, man.
What did I do with the big purple guy? Oh, big purple guy. Eyeballs.
Yeah. Woo.
All right.
I actually vote for the other. No. We did all that searching.
Really now, huh?
All right. We will talk about big purple guy.
Sure.
Big purple guy. This is immediately the first.
I think we should change the color from purple to green.
No.
Yeah, not happening.
It's purple. Deal with it. I like this guy, and it's the first thing that I see with cool eyeballs that I'm not immediately thinking you should add lasers.
Lasers? No. This guy's obsessed with lasers from the eyes.
And helmets.
Yes.
Okay, helmets are just a cool design feature. I think that eyeball laser beams are like a cool thing.
Okay.
You like this, Ileana?
She likes the big purple monster.
Yeah, she's staring at it.
Yeah.
She's like, let me at him. Let me at him.
Yeah. She's like, it's not a bug.
Okay, so what are we thinking?
I think that it is its insight is very good. I think that it has a plus.
I'm thinking
Yes.
that this guy is like very gloopy and like he can change his shape a lot. And that's why he has like all the eyes in different places, because like his body can like slip and morph through the eyes. And I'm thinking the hands, because they're yellow, the eyes and then the teeth would be like the only solid parts of him. The rest could change shape however it wants at will.
I think it should be super hard, like not gloopy at all, just very stiff. Just because I immediately thought it was gloopy, and I don't like knowing just by looking at it what it can do.
Dang.
Um,
You don't like good character design?
No, it's not that. I just don't like I don't like the cliches too often. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can have things like that. But I think with this, we have the opportunity to steer away from it. Like, we could just be like, it's blind. And and that's ridiculous. But I'm just saying, like, I agree with you. When I saw it, I thought, oh, it's gloopy. And so because of that, I don't want to do it, because it automatically makes me think, oh, it's going to have this set of abilities.
I was thinking it's some kind of a demon.
Okay.
When I was thinking that, I saw that when I was thinking it, but I didn't want to like immediately jump to that. But
I was thinking of some kind of demon. I was not thinking gloopy.
Oh,
I was thinking that it is out of the swampy sort of area.
yeah.
Like
And
Swampy Dennis.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. And so the eye thing, I was thinking is like when it, like, you know how when at night you can be in your boat on the bayou and you can pan out with your light and you can see the eyes of the crocodiles. That's what I was thinking, is like it floats like that and you can just see its eyes above the water,
Right.
you know. And so I was thinking that its eyes would be like above the water. And I was thinking that the body would be like,
Yes, Cottlesworth, we are doing the one on the right.
oh yeah, sorry, this guy right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big purple, not lava
Yes,
monster.
yes.
Laugh it up.
And that's why I sort of made it look sort of, I was thinking sort of like a, and sort of like frog-like.
I see
And
that.
that's where I was going with the idea of like the swamp-ish type.
I think that's so funny. That could be a Twitch emote, low-key, if you took off the eyes on like the shoulder and the arms and you just left like the face looking up with like the mouth. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Like if you ignore the two other eyes that are like circular and you just see like the two like engraved in the body.
Yeah.
You should totally do that and make it a Twitch emote.
What would it stand for?
It would stand for overwhelming despair.
Wow. That's terrible.
Like if somebody rolls a double one, you lay that out in the chat.
Wow. Wow.
Might have to do something like that.
Yeah. I think I like the idea of it being a demon. I'm not opposed to the floating idea.
What if it lobbed its eyeballs like bombs?
I think that would be sick. I actually kind of like that. Like it regrows its mommy eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Crazy.
And
like
then
it.
it's like a living landmine under the bayou water. Like if you hit it with a boat, you would like capsize with the explosion.
Clever not.
So, but wouldn't you see them? I mean, you're going to see the eyes.
They see the eyes, but they're just whatever. And then explosion.
I'm just throwing out the idea because the eyes look insanely circular, and when I see them like hanging out of the body like that, they almost look like cherries ready to be picked or something. You know, I feel like those are not planned to be there for very long.
What if they, like, if they explode? What if they explode?
Viscera.
All right, so we got demons. We got it. It's a demon.
It's a bayou demon.
That's terrible.
Okay, and it can throw its eyes.
It can pick its, or are we thinking that would like launch its eyes? Like or would it like pick it up?
No, I'm
and
thinking
it?
throw it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking that as well, but when you said shoot its eyes, I was like,
It's gonna throw them. It's gonna bowl them.
chuck
them off into
You get a party of adventurers, you hit a strike.
Yeah.
And they
Could you
explode.
imagine like the eyeball rolling at Wahoo? It blinks and then it explodes.
Mhm.
That's terrible.
That's also what I'm thinking. Instead of the eyes just exploding, you can just kind of place them like cameras.
Cottlesworth said, "I feel like this is a created creature rather than a naturally occurring one."
That's what I was thinking about it too. I was thinking it would come from some kind of like spell gone wrong or something.
Like Asimov.
But it kind of like what we have going on a little bit.
Well, technically speaking, it could be created
It
by
could actually, yeah.
a deity,
Hmm.
and it's not natural. Could be made as some sort of punishment to some of the demons. It's demonic because it's in Dimas, but it's not necessarily a demon. That's just part of their punishment in Swamp Dimas. Or just exploding on them.
Or
Still, it has a life cycle and stuff, just sort of aberration. She said I stopped bouncing.
yeah, I mean, it even if we go with the idea of it being created, it can still be a demon created race.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The question would be created by whom or what?
Right.
Because I don't imagine Asimov has tinkered with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's like something else.
Yeah. But I mean, there are many things that create.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of this being created of other demons, perhaps as a punishment. So how about if this is created?
It's
Like,
an
what if-
angel.
Ha!
It's an angel sent to Dimas as a punishment to the demons.
Well, I was thinking, like, what if there's what if there's a powerful demon overlord that, as punishment to some of its minions, it turns them into this, and has them like guarding its domain. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we'll use them beyond just guarding, like when it wants like fodder for armies, or like to do like if he's going to send them into Mythandria for certain reasons or whatever, it sends them.
And that means we'd be running into it fairly often. Like if we're trying to hunt down.
Not necessarily. I mean, these are going to be powerful, so it would be beefier than sort of the average thing.
Eliana's scared to see this thing as well.
Yeah, she said I was rocking with the other thing.
Because I'm thinking that not only
Hey, you're sleeping. It's okay.
yeah, because I'm thinking not only do the eyes explode, but I'm thinking that the eyes can also be used, like you throw it and it could be used like a spell where it can just go and observe.
Yeah, that's what I was
You know what I'm
thinking. It can
saying?
lay
So-
them out like cameras or something.
Yeah,
It's got a built-in far sight.
yeah.
Chucking its
Yeah.
eyes, or just like setting it up and kicking.
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, so it's not just a bomb,
Yeah. It just self-destructs when it needs to.
Yeah.
After the information, or has an aversion or something.
So the eye can also be used to gather information.
I could tell
But
that
she's smiling.
I didn't want to.
So these These are created as a punishment.
Yeah.
What is the name of the overlord?
As a mass.
Mothra. No, I'm just kidding.
Gonolith.
Gonolith.
I like that. So Gonolith.
Gyrolith.
Gonolith makes the
Garolith.
Gyrolith.
Garolith.
Okay, Garolith makes the. Well, then Gonolith is gone. What's Gonolith?
Yeah, I like Gonolith.
Okay, then Gonolith can be it.
All right. How are we spelling it?
G-A-A-N U-L-Y-T-H.
ULYTH.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
All right.
L-I-T-H.
I was going for the weirdest spelling.
Bruh. I think it should be like Gonalith, or maybe Ganalith.
Well,
But I like the
that's
LITH.
easy, so I wanted it to. You're lucky I didn't throw any apostrophes in there.
I'm gonna
Or
throw an
commas.
apostrophe at you.
I almost said quotation marks.
So she,
You want the dice?
I'm thinking she's a female.
Oh, you want the dice? Oh no. Oh yeah, man.
Chuck a dollar.
Okay, so what else? What else about them?
These guys?
These guys. So they have the insight thing and the bomb thing.
I'm thinking that with their
They can't
eyeballs,
swim.
they just like have a constant intimidation going around them.
They are resistant to heat. Because aren't some swamps and Demis made of like lava?
Water and Demis period is extremely hot.
Okay, so they have a resistance to heat for sure. Unless you want to say they're
Immune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say immune to heat. Yeah.
dang, so they get heat and heat.
Yeah.
Holy
was-
crap, I don't want to deal with these.
I was thinking that with these,
This does heat
Guys,
as lightning.
what did I literally just say that I was thinking of? I'm so mad that I forgot it.
Yeah, you did.
I
Captain,
literally,
help us out.
I literally just said it and I'm furious. Oh, they have like a constant intimidation going on
Why?
because their eyes are peering into your soul. And they've got like a bunch of them coming off of different angles, so it feels like you're being watched by multiple enemies just from this one hulking beast.
I see, but I don't think they would want to project that if they're watching.
Not unless they want their presence to be felt.
Yeah, but if they wanted to do that, they just explode.
They what?
If they wanted the presence to be felt, they could explode.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they might want it to be easier to hit you with an explosion if you don't run because you're too scared to move.
What? No, you just don't see it coming and you explode. Like how much easier is it to hit someone who's standing there because they're there and then explosion than it is to let them know, hey, I'm gonna hit you. Oh no. And then hit them. Like that's like a different thing.
I mean, if you're willing to stand up to these guys, they're not going to make it easy for you, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm
hear
thinking,
that.
like, you know, those eyes are terrifying. They are big, bulbous, and they're doing very gross and visceral things. And so I'm thinking that like this guy would naturally like you have to roll mental fortitude, or you would get some kind of minus just because he's like, you know.
So their
Oh my
prowess
gosh,
is,
the diabetes.
yeah.
That was rough, Eliana. The
Sorry,
diabetes. Yeah, I know. We might have to sit down somewhere else.
No, just keep that over there. It's all good.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Um,
I'm just gonna.
You see that? Everyone's clearing out.
No, there's better lighting over here.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Better lighting.
Okay, so how about
I think they're just intimidating by the fact that they are there. not necessarily the eyes or whatever. I think just like you see them and you're like, oh, these are one of the ones that, but I don't think that would even be built in. I think that's just part of their base stats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's an ability.
I don't know. I was thinking between being like an amalgamation of creatures and the way that they're built.
Well, they're not really an amalgamation. I mean, they're just an
Oh.
alteration of the one.
I was thinking you would take like multiple like insubordinate minions and then fuse them into this one, and that's why you get the multiple and regenerating eyeballs, as well as like I was thinking that like the tail or whatever was like an extended set of like multiple limbs in one.
No, I was thinking you're punishing a single demon and you're turning it into this.
Okay.
And
because at that point, then they're stockpiling punished demons and
Yeah.
make one.
yeah. And I was thinking like as part of the punishment, they lose any ability to cast spells.
Oh,
know,
so they lose core entirely.
No, they don't lose core, they just lose the ability to cast spells.
Oh, so they can still magic resist.
Yeah.
Just not. Okay, I got you.
I think their eyes can be used by the person who made them.
Yeah, I agree.
Ah, nice. So
And I would even say against their will too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so no intimidation.
They would be intimidated, depending on who they are. Like who they're fighting. Oh my gosh. We took away the intimidation and like wow, he's freaking powering down over there.
I don't really know that.
Okay, so what else about them?
I'm thinking that with those hands, they've
Yeah.
got to be elemental in some kind of way. And I'm thinking it would be interesting if instead of just fire, like everything else them is, those hands specifically, like sparks were just constantly flowing through them.
Like
And if you get a little bit, yeah.
A
Just
lot
like
of
a
things
constant
have been
static shock.
still lightning, right?
I mean, not really. We haven't really defined a ton of things yet.
So let's do some lightning.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The hands should like
Bless you.
they could like grab you, and then like just while you're getting grabbed by that hand, you are like in a constant state of getting shocked.
I would say
Like maybe
'cause
not like constant stalking, but like it would just be like damage just by getting grabbed because you're getting, you know, electrical burns and shocks and that kind of thing.
so. What I was thinking with the hands is I like the lightning idea. I would say that maybe they could create a lightning cage or a lightning weapon or something like that out of their hands.
I like the idea that they're like monstrous Goliath-like, but I'm not thinking weapons. I'm thinking it's more so like brute, like physical strength as opposed to like creating weapons. I wouldn't be opposed to like a lightning-based attack with it, but like
Lightning beam.
I think I agree keeping it more bestial.
yeah.
Okay.
I would maybe even go with sort of like a lightning strike. So like claws of lightning,
Yeah.
maybe, but I would give like, I wouldn't have it go more than like 30 feet
Yeah.
at a range. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would say that like they could like touch an object and then or like maybe the ground or something, and then like lightning would fly through it towards that direction. And then that would be like an attack.
I can see that. So I can see the two things. So I can see the lightning strike, or now, do you prefer touching the ground, having it go through, or if I'm touching an opponent, having it go into the opponent?
I thought it just went through the air.
Well, the lightning strike will go through the air. So if I'm trying to hit you, I do this, and like you see the lightning, like my claws
Oh.
rake through the air as lightning.
Oh, okay. So like
You know.
swing and then Then if they have that, I guess there would be a reason for the lightning to flow through the ground. I
Okay,
guess that would be like an ability they could have to do something with, but it might not specifically be to combat. In that case, then I think that like shocking people when they do a touch attack would be better. And then
Okay.
that could just be like a passive ability they have where like anything they grab their hands on with, they can like electrically charge.
okay, all right.
That'd be crazy. So they get a +1 to hit. Oh my gosh, the rumble and the dicey again.
I wasn't even thinking like the spell, but more so like if you needed your phone charged, you could like stick their
Okay.
fingernail in the charging port and then
There's a lot going.
get like 98%.
That was a lot.
So Dave, you're taking me home, right?
No, buddy. We get to have a great car ride. Yeah.
So if they grab you, they're doing additional shocking damage.
Yes.
All right, to it, it would have to be like a touching attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because I'm assuming that if they hit you, that's all like its own calculation for taking damage.
Yes. There you go. No, that's cool.
okay. All right, okay. So, what's their tail do?
With the tail, I'm
They use it to.
Because I made it fairly long.
yeah, you did make that like a ridiculously
Yeah.
long
Yeah, for.
Yeah, I made it long for their body.
Yeah.
I like these guys as like the brutes that they are, like not necessarily like quick during combat, although they could move fast to like fight. But like I'm not thinking that they would be agile in the sense like monkeys, like the way they have their long tail. I'm not thinking they would use it for like balance in like high places, unless you're thinking that.
I mean, I
'Cause I
can
could
see a
see-
beast doing that, like with
I'm
the tail and
not
everything.
necessarily beast like it's an animal, but more so beast like
No, I know that. I'm saying
Oh.
like I could see like if it's chasing you down, you're in the forest, and it's like going through and then like big thud in front of you. I could see it using its tail like that. But at the same time, I could also just see like trees falling off.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It would like just knock the trees over instead of like running across them. Yeah.
Well, okay, I guess we have to figure out how big is this thing. Because I was sort of picturing like when I was thinking of its tail, sort of it hanging upside down, like if it is like in a tree.
I mean, how big
Hanging-
are the trees in Dennis? Because I'm assuming they would be large and pretty strong for the beasts that lurk there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, essentially, EverLore has become a realm of giants.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many large creatures and stuff in there.
Mhm.
But and so like I was thinking of the tail, this thing could hang from trees, but also I was thinking like you would see its eyes as you're like in the swamp,
Mhm.
but its tail could snake up under your boat and try to capsize your boat.
Okay.
You know, and that's why I was thinking it would be like really long. So I was thinking the tail would be prehensile.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely think it would move its tail like that. If we're talking size wise, I was thinking this would easily like, you know, be like relative to an elephant, like maybe 12 or 13 feet tall.
Why
Okay.
are you trying to get away? You can't try and get away and then be upset that I let you get away.
So if the creature is 13 feet tall, I would think that the tail itself would be around that,
Wow.
if not longer.
Sorry.
Sorry, Cam Film.
You had to aim that thing my way? No, bro, you literally have her up over your shoulder
Hey,
with a bazooka, bro.
What if we give it some kind of gas attack?
Oh, there you
Ah.
go.
Yeah.
You did that,
I'm
you
just
did
saying.
firing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
okay.
seriously.
Right.
What if we do that?
No, yeah, I like that. So it can snake its tail
Ooh.
around, right?
Oh,
But-
I'm sorry. No, sorry. I'm sorry. swamp gas. Like,
Oh.
what if it does like it releases an odor, you know, and then it sparks it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It could like lay its tail out like just during combat, and then it would like the tail could like erupt in gas, and then it would like spark it with the lightning or like an eyeball.
Yeah, and just
explode, and then it would like ignite the whole.
Yeah.
field, and then that's when like, it would leave the eyeballs like just floating in the swamp, and then it would like have. The
Yeah,
gases.
you gave us a good idea.
She's so happy.
Keep it up over there.
Look at what you
Yeah,
inspired.
that's right.
You have to attribute Eliana's fart.
Oh my
to this
God.
creature.
Also, Coddlesworth said, "OMG, just hulking purple brutes hanging from trees, hurling lightning at you."
That's right.
On
That's
top
right.
of this, they can just throw their own eyeballs that explode.
Yes, that's
I
right.
was also thinking the explosion wouldn't be anything light to take from the eyes either.
You turned off the camera? How did you manage that?
She's gonna be a great technician.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
That's
okay.
literally what I was thinking. Like the gas, like you wouldn't really notice it otherwise. Like if you were in a room full of it for a while, eventually you just wouldn't be breathing oxygen, so you pass out or whatever, like a monoxide leak. But
No,
like,
I'm actually thinking that you would notice it though.
oh, so you're
Yeah.
thinking it would hurt on top of being.
Well, no, I'm not thinking. I'm just thinking it would be an odor.
Yeah.
You know, because like in the swamp, there's already an odor anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking. So I'm thinking it would just be an odor that would permeate. You know, and I mean, you would think, okay, that's just
Right.
the swamp, you know, but then like it could just spark it,
Right.
you know, and that one spark would just.
Even if it's lightning hand, or if it like throws the bombs.
Yeah. I mean, or it could just throw an eye, or if the eye is just sitting there, it could just make the eye
That's
explode.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Like it leaves its tail in like a huge like pattern across the lake, and then like it could like blow up the eyeball, and then that would just be an entire like erupted. Any poor adventurers get absolutely capsized. No, I'm so happy that we thought of that idea because that is so cool.
Yes.
Again, we don't need an example of the ability.
Sorry, she's just giving us, you know, some further things for our thoughts here.
Yeah,
There we
I think
go.
The mouth, it should just move in like a circular, like the teeth should just circle around instead of clamping down. Like they could clamp down with it, but it also spins.
Oh, and just saws it.
Yep.
I like that. Okay. So teeth.
So we're thinking. Sorry, I'll let you get done writing that down.
Go on.
Oh, so what I'm thinking, it would like release the gas from like every part of its tail or just the end of the tail. I was thinking that the tail itself would like emit the odor on command.
Yeah, I'm thinking there might be, you know, just pores throughout the tail.
Yeah, just like tiny pores.
Yeah.
Like release
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just.
And I'm thinking, I'm thinking that the tail is probably like 20 feet long.
Is
Yep,
it
yep,
only,
yeah.
can it only be like ignited by them, or like could someone accidentally ignite that?
Somebody else could accidentally ignite it, I feel.
Like if you're just walking along, you're like, oh, and then you like, oh,
I guess.
Because that's the
I mean,
kind of like
I guess if it's, yeah, I mean, if it's like natural gas,
yeah.
I mean, it's just flammable.
Because otherwise
But
it
any
would be like
spark-
it
Yeah,
releases
any
it.
spark could do it. Yeah.
jeez, could you imagine having a fire rock on you? And you just walk through, you're like, oh, campfire.
Yeah.
It's just the whole thing.
Oh, you asked for a campfire? Here's a forest fire.
Yeah.
So,
And then I like the idea that with their like circular saw teeth, these guys eat through trees.
mm. So there's no gender.
No.
Okay.
They are made.
And what do they eat?
Yes.
I'm thinking
Just
that,
basically everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking that they would like just eat like vegetation, that kind of thing. But
Why are
like,
they gonna be so brutal and then start eating a salad?
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
I mean, the way same way they are.
Like, it just comes up, raw, kills their whole party, then picks up a flower. Like, that doesn't- you know what I mean? Like,
all right. I'm just thinking like with the way they don't look particularly predatory. You know, they don't.
what?
Well, no,
These things are
The
very,
way
very.
that, like,
No,
explode.
Yes.
no. Hear me out, right? Listen to me for a second, because what I'm saying makes sense. They don't have a particular like jaw to like cut through meat or something, right? And then on top of that, they don't have a particularly stealthy figure. So it doesn't look like they're trying to sneak up on anything to kill it. So they're obviously not trying to ambush anyone. So either they're a very niche predator that does something, you know, niche in their ecosystem, or their food isn't something that they need to hunt down to eat because it's widely available vegetation.
I mean, I hear you, but part of it is that they are such brutes that they can force their way into burrows and things like that. So they don't really need to be stealthy. You know, I mean, if let's say if there's a Demis catfish, they'll just go ram their way into it and just pull it out and eat it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that idea.
And along the way, they're eating the moss, you know, the roots,
Yeah.
all of it, just shoving everything into their mouth.
So are we thinking they're voracious eaters then? Like they'll just eat whatever they can get their hands on?
Yeah, I would think so.
All right.
Yeah.
What if like whenever they eat, they immediately gain vitality from that?
I don't know about that.
Not like max vitality, but like they could regenerate health if like they're eating a player or like a pet or like just something like that.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not sure I'm a fan. Not for that one.
Well, here's the thing. We have to figure out, like, A, why is this a punishment?
Mhm.
You know, I mean, obviously you're not what you used to be. You can't cast spells, you know.
And they basically have rights to take you over whenever.
Yeah. But, you know, so I want to sort of limit, like, these are the grunts, even though they're beastly,
Mhm.
you know. But I guess we should, you know, for them to be useful workhorses,
What if
they should have benefits, but then also be, you know.
I'm thinking part of their punishment is like, hear me out, right? They're voracious eaters, and which of the 7 sins is most related to eating?
Gluttony.
Gluttony, exactly. So these guys, they probably wanted a lot more power, or like they stole food from their lord or whatever, that kind of thing. And so they get punished by having eternal hunger. No matter how much they eat, they constantly desire more. And the more they eat, the hungrier they get, which is why they're such voracious eaters. No matter how much they fill themselves physically, they will never be sated. On top of having exploding eyeballs and electricity powers.
The only thing with that is the problem I see is that she who was it, Gonolith, would be doing herself disservice then creating them and putting them in her domain.
Right.
Because she'd be having them eat up everything in her domain. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wouldn't do that part because then she's forcing them to eat up everything around her. I like the concept though, and I think we should use that for something else. Okay, so.
Well, then in that case, you know, they might just be constantly like shocked on the inside from like their hands.
I think we could do something like their. I do like the idea of constantly in pain or something somehow.
I mean, when you're looking at things like, you know, you're not thinking, oh, dude, that guy is just so happy to be existing.
I don't know. It looks kind of like a smile.
That is.
Looks pretty happy to me. Everything's coming up daisies.
And I think that's partly because they're mindless. Do you know what I'm saying? They're no longer thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of their sentience has been taken away.
Big, but I know if I sit you down, you're gonna get.
She
upset.
really did just start like using human noises there. She was like, oh, yeah, look at you. You're like a little itty bitty person.
Yeah, because that's what I am. Imagine that.
I know it's just so much, it's like,
Okay, anything else about these?
um,
The name was Grazzle. Grazzle.
oh, the Grazzle?
Razzle.
Yeah, I think one of my students named it
Nice.
a Grazzle.
I can get behind that Grazzle.
Oh. You like Grazzle, Liliana? You like it?
I honestly
You like it?
kind of want to like, I wouldn't want to be the LM, but like, I would want the LM to have me play as this thing against a set of players.
No.
Right.
After that,
That
you
would
will
be
be the
fun.
player.
Right.
Because it has like such an interesting moveset of like,
So question, when they throw an eye and it explodes,
There we go, new.
how long?
I'm thinking
1d4
if they
turns.
immediately have the 4 available, I agree with him. 1d4 with a minimum of 2.
Turns
Yeah.
Yep.
to regrow eye. I wouldn't even give it a minimum.
All right, then. 1.
Did you turn yourself around and I have to turn you all the way back around?
Okay.
Is that what you did? Look at you. You're so happy. So proud of yourself.
So if it uses
You
all
said,
4,
I did
does it,
that.
if it needs to like, would its insight DQ go up, or like would it be harder to hit if it uses all 4 or something?
It's
Uh-oh.
to hit will go down.
Or yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if it's missing an eye?
No, if it
If it
uses
loses all 4.
eyes,
If it throws all 4 of
or
them.
whatever maximum of eyes we set for it, because it could have more on the back of its body.
Honestly, that was I was thinking, but I didn't draw them, so
Well, I mean, also draw them on the back.
yeah.
If it's facing forward. This way.
so the question is, does it have more eyes on the back?
Let's roll.
Honestly, I was
Because
just
I was thinking 2 more.
Yeah, 6. Honestly, don't even think we need to roll for it. I think 6 eyes makes sense.
Well, the dice said 2.
Okay, so it has 6 eyes.
Hey, look, you can't eat that. I'm sorry.
And then it can have out as many eyes as it wants. It's just it can only have 6 on its body at a time.
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
Could you imagine it being blind and then it just lets out this gas? And you're like, oh, this odor is terrible. And then
Yeah,
just-
and then all of a sudden it's like whoosh,
Oh.
and it would be immune to that,
Yeah.
so it's
and
just
then it just regenerates
Yeah.
eyes and it's like round 2.
now. Hold on. Okay, so but how about this? What if it uses its eyes? What if we give it a different sight after it uses all of its eyes? Then it gets a different sight.
It has
Oh,
smell sight.
wait, we were talking about this the other day. Isn't like scent sight something we were agreeing on?
Yeah, we did work on that.
So like it could smell different scents.
But what if
Or like
instead of that, it's connected to its fog? So
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
senses the
thinking.
things
It
that
could
are
like
within that.
smell its own fog very well. And so anything that moves in its own fog, it could like detect. So like it could tell where it is.
Yeah, because I'm thinking then like you would think, oh, it's at a disadvantage, but really it's at an advantage.
Uh-huh.
Because
It can tell where you are. 'cause
Yeah.
you're moving its fog.
and now it's got a
Like maybe
bonus
like
to
a-
hit.
Yeah, like a contact site.
Yeah. So now it's going up, and you're thinking now's the time to get it, rush it, and it's just like boom.
And then
Yeah,
on that thing's
owie,
half, it has the
owie,
choice.
owie.
Either it can just continue fighting with its advantage, or it can set you on fire and then continue at a disadvantage till it gets into their eyes.
I told her it hurt in alley. She said, "Ah," and just went back to chew.
Nice.
She said, "Suck it up, Dad." Wow, hey, were you trying to hit me on top of taking my finger off?
Yep.
That's just uncalled.
She's taking all the attributes of the Grazzle.
Yeah, she smiled at that.
Hello. Hello. You're so precious. I love you. Hello.
Okay. All right. So we have the Grazzle.
Yeah,
We have
get
made
out.
a Grazzle.
All right.
We have made the grossest, stinkiest, smelliest
I like it.
monster.
Oh, you hear that?
So Grazzle is
You
a
contributed.
punishment for demons
Mhm.
by Gonolith, a demonic overlord. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Okay, Cam Fam, thanks for joining us for this creature creation station.
Yeah.
Next week, hopefully, we will be back for a true episode of Evermore with EverLore.
Yes.
You will see us continue our fight against the Hound of Demis.
Titles where it's Grazzle.
Oh, Razzle Grazzle. Ooh, I like that. Razzle Grazzle. Yes. And we will see how that fight concludes. And if
If it does,
Zebulon rears his evil head, we shall see. Until then, you guys can learn more about EverLore on our social media at EverLoreGame. You can also check us out on our website, which is manchildltd.com.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. I know you're so sad we're leaving. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. But EverLore is an exciting role-playing game that has lots of customization, and it is not limited by classes or levels. So if you're looking for a fun game that meets those parameters, then this game is for you. Peace out, Cam Fam.
Yeah.